All right, what's going on? It's back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking back in. That's what we talk about today. I'm gonna try to keep it short, simple, and sweet. If we go longer than that, we go longer than that, man. Um, so better enjoy the boxing talk, cause shit, I'm cutting it back, bro. It just ain't worth it, man. I like going live because, um, at least for boxing, but for the time I may be in this, I don't really get to the comment section. It's too much ignorance in it, man. So it'll give me an opportunity to converse with y'all, and I can read, all your questions and concerns. But you always can reach out to the email if you have a direct question or social media. Quickest way to hit me up is via email and Twitter. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, the Hellblaze, at thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1 Boxing, get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Appreciate the love support over there. And yeah, man, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about PBC potential 7 pay-per-views in 2019 that could total more than $500 if they keep it at the $75 value. Snatching Deontay Wilder's honor today. I don't give a fuck who like it and who don't. And we're gonna talk a little bit about Brian Jennings taking on Joyce. I don't know the exact date. I forgot, but I'll look up and I know it's at the O2. So it is what it is. What's up, Deion Williams, man? And start off with the PBC thing. He said one thing nobody can say about you today is you switched up because you kept 1,000 across the board, all across the board. Exactly, bro. Like you know what you get with me, man. Real shit. You know, basic shit. Steak and potatoes, man. But uh, I just keep it 100. I told motherfuckers that, man. I don't have an allegiance to a particular company, to a particular fighter. Now, if I had a cousin, nephew, son, brother, mama that far, sister that far, that's different. I understand if you got a close to kin, but you got niggas saying, oh, that's his cousin. Like, nigga, that ain't your cousin. Nigga, if it's your cousin, it's your 50th, 60th cousin. I ain't trying to hear that bullshit, man. I ain't gonna never cap. That's the difference between me and a lot of niggas, man. I ain't gonna cap about this shit. I ain't gonna go into hiding about this shit. Ball game 15, Shine, what's going on? Jose M. But yeah, PBC is trending to have 7 pay-per-views 2019. Now, you got motherfuckers on social media like, hey man, ain't nobody forced you to buy it. That's PBC fanboy number 1. And I'm gonna do a video, the top 5 or top 10 things that PBC fanboys say. And I'm gonna do. I don't know if I get to it tonight, man, but I'm gonna try to get to it. Flashy bands, what's going on? But yeah, they already. Broner said he got a fight day coming for those who care. So I'm not sure who he fighting. I heard he going back down to 140. But they already done Broner Pacquiao and then Earl Mikey. You got Keith Thurman Pacquiao coming July 20th, right? Then you got potentially Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia, August 30th or something like that. So that's 4. Wilder Ortiz, that's 5. And then you supposed to have 2 more, which is Sean and Errol. I heard yesterday it's supposed to be going on pay-per-view. And then potentially, that's 6. Potentially, it's a Leo Santa Cruz, Javante Tank Davis fight that could be playing for the end of the year. That could or couldn't be. So really, that's 7 fights. If they keep it at $75 at 520 a clip this year, that's way more than the zone. Even at $10 or $20 a month, you can get the whole year for 100 yet. But I'm not comparing it to the zone. All I'm saying is, like, what the heck? Like the majority of these fights, and I don't care. People say you don't have to buy it. Look here, man. I don't give a fuck. It's the point. It's the point. It's the point that a lot of people don't understand is that they pulling your whole card, nigga. They pulling your whole card. Like the numbers that they doing, 300,000. You have Bud even talking about Bud sub 150, 150,000. Wilder 350,000, Broner Pacquiao, I don't know what it was, 500, 600,000. The point is this, man. What people overlook is the fact that they say these niggas gonna buy this regardless. We know at least 200 to 300,000 people of these retarded hardcore boxing fans are still going to buy it. That's the point. Like these niggas don't see it no other way. Just as they say, oh, Eddie Hearn got Matchroom fanboys, PBC got fanboys. They got real fanboys. And for me, I'm not a fanboy. I don't love none of these fighters enough. You know what I'm saying? My favorite heavyweight ain't fighting. Larry Holmes. It's my favorite heavyweight. Because the adversity he dealt with, he kept on trucking. My favorite one of the exciting heavyweights at Mike Tyson. He ain't fighting. Ain't a nigga like him out there. My favorite smaller fighter of all time, Aaron Pryor. Ain't nobody bringing that tenacity like he is. You know, go back to Sugar Ray Leonard, go to Evander Holyfield, Allhart. You don't have that no more. But it's the simple fact that they pulling your whole card. And a lot of niggas that used to watch boxing, just you could tell the niggas that used to watch this shit back in the day. Curtis Anderson, he'd tell you the same thing. I ain't even talk to him, but he'd be disgusted by this shit. Blood boxing, I ain't talk to him, you know, but he'd be disgusted by this shit. Niggas that really remember the history of boxing, they'd be disgusted by this shit. And motherfuckers saying, "Oh, Deontay Wilder gets so much hate." Okay, that is true. And a lot of times you can't understand it, but Larry Holmes had 1,000 times more hate than Deontay Wilder. Man, because he beat Larry Holmes, he beat Muhammad Ali. Man, because he beat Gary Cooney in front of all them white folks. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Like Larry Holmes, man, was like very hated. And a lot of motherfuckers, they kill other fighters. They kill Keith Thurman. And you know what, man? To be real, I probably would owe Keith Thurman an apology. You know what I'm saying? I probably would owe Keith Thurman an apology because I jumped off Keith Thurman case. But you know what, man? Keith Thurman always just kept it 100. Keith Thurman always kept it a buck. Keith Thurman ain't never lied to us and shit. But like before, a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. Fred Jackson, salute. A lot of people don't want to hear the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather know the truth. It's hard to take the truth sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You know, may it be in a relationship, may it be, you know, like you think you strong as hell, but you really ain't, and you think you be fresh as hell, and somebody say, well, you ain't that fresh. Salute to Will. What's going on? C4C. You know, but it's hard to take the truth. You know, it's hard to take the truth, man. And a lot of people just change the narrative. It's no different. And like I said before, we can agree to disagree and still be cool. You know, and I'm cool on everybody's stance on Wilder, man. You can have what you want to have. You can give me a question. You don't have to buy the pay-per-views. You can give me the answer. I'm going to pick and choose the ones I want to buy. But quite frankly, from the era of boxing that I vividly remember, that wasn't that long ago, I wasn't paying for these type of fights. I didn't have to pay pay-per-view for Devin and Timothy Bradley, and that was billed as the biggest American fighter at the time. It didn't articulate into that, but I didn't have to pay for that. Amir Khan, Marcos Madonna. That's better than all the pay-per-views they got lined up, in my opinion. I didn't have to pay for that. You know, I can keep going on and on and on and on with the number of fights that I watched. Winky Bernard Hopkins, I didn't have to pay for that. Cotto and Cloudy, I didn't have to pay for that, other than a cable subscription. It came with my cable, but I didn't have to pay for that. Chad Dawson, Andre Ward, I didn't have to pay for that. Andre Ward, Carl Froch, I didn't have to pay for that. You see what I'm saying? I didn't have to pay for that. And that's just real shit. Some of these fights that I got, Margarito and Paul Williams, I didn't have to pay for that. Paul Williams, Martinez 1 and 2, I didn't have to pay for that. I think Jermaine Taylor and Kelly Pavlik 1 and 2, I didn't have to pay for that. Calzaghe, Jeff Lacey, I didn't have to pay for that. Calzaghe, Miguel Kessler, the Jeff Lacey fight was on Showtime. The Kessler fight was on HBO. I didn't have to pay for that. And Miguel Kessler versus Andre Ward, I didn't have to pay for that. The Real versus Abraham, I paid for it because I went to the fight, but I didn't have to pay for that. It ain't the purpose about Amir Khan. It's the purpose that Amir Khan and Marcos Madonna is probably gonna produce a better fight than all the fights that we gonna see this year that's gonna pay per view. That's the point I'm saying. That's the point I'm getting at. It's not the point. Victor Ortiz Madonna. Do you see any of these fights being a classic like Victor Ortiz Madonna? B-Hop and Pascal 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? You see, that's not the point. If you like the fighter, you don't want to see the fighter fight again. JD Films, what's going on? My point is, you didn't pay for that quality of fight. And it's easy to look in hindsight and say, well, that was a great fight looking at it. I might not have built that, but even Peterson and Victor Ortiz, you know, Lamont Peterson and Victor Ortiz was perhaps a better fight than a lot of fights that you're getting. Tim Bradley versus Ruslan Provodnikov. Matisse versus Ruslan Provodnikov. These are all fights that we was getting on basic on your cable and HBO subscription or Showtime subscription. You know, even to go one for the PBC hardcore fans, Marcus Brown versus Hot Rod. That was a really good fight. Rob Reacher Jr. versus Richard Comey in recent history. That was a really fucking good fight. Shavakov and Rob Reacher Jr. was a really good fight. And you telling me that the budget for a network fight is not big enough to pay Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz. It's not big enough to pay Mikey and Errol Spence. It's not big enough to pay Broner and Pacquiao. It's not big enough to pay Heath and Pacquiao. Keith Thurman was the main one that was just screaming, you know, he was the one that was just screaming that free TV is the way to go. Before he left, he said, I'm sorry about after that video about Ortiz, I had to unsubscribe from Fred. That's some, I ain't see it, bro, so I can't speak on it. You know, but Morales Barrera, Pacquiao Morales, you know, we didn't have to pay for those. And I understand that if people are, they wasn't a part of the boxing community, but that's just what I grew up in. Algerian Pro, Abnikov, that was another free one. You know, that's just the era I grew up. I just remember the value that I got with my cable subscription with HBO and Showtime. Peterson and Tim Bradley. You know, then you had Tim Bradley and Kendall Hawk that might have been on Showtime as well too. I remember the value. I don't forget because a lot of those fights I go back and watch. And this is not nothing I talk about on my channel or personally with nobody else. And I have conversations with a lot of different people about boxing. Even some of y'all, if y'all to inbox me, we can have a conversation like I'm sitting right here in the room with you. But this is just where I came from. This is like, man, I go back and watch this fight, man, and you know, we would have, you know, on social media, some social media accounts, like we have a watch party, you know, before they did a watch party show on Facebook, somebody streamed the fight and we'd watch it rescored and shit like that. And it got to the point where like I wasn't getting my boxing. I think Cotto and Mosley and Judah, that was on a pay-per-view. At least one of them was. Tweet Side Sports TV. Y'all can subscribe to him. So for me, I wasn't getting fulfillment breaking down film or watching these fights. I wasn't fulfilled. And people said, well, you don't have nothing nice to say about these fighters. For one, they don't conduct themselves as boxers. You know, they don't conduct themselves as boxers. Oh yeah, Roman Gonzalez versus Strada. Him versus Valero. I can't pronounce the Hawaiian dude name. You know, but that's just where I come from, bro. Like I can't make y'all walk with my shoes. I can explain it, you know. I can vividly paint you a picture, you know, through the microphone. But until you actually see the fights that we used to get, I used to get excited. HBO Saturday night, I used to get excited. You know what I'm saying? I used to get very excited. You know, if it wasn't 24/7 coming on, it was a good fight. I used to watch the whole fight card. One turn it to a basketball game, one turn it for a football game. Like this be before the internet became a really big thing where you had several devices. I was excited. And then if you got a pay-per-view back in the day, like nigga, that was huge. Like nigga, like you had a pay-per-view. If you had on a pay-per-view came, like it goes to HBO pay-per-view, nigga, was huge. You know what I'm saying? It was huge. I couldn't wait to see 24/7. Floyd talking shit. You know, I couldn't wait till HBO pay-per-view came on. You know, but hey, then again, like I said, man, I can't make niggas walk in my shoes. I can't make you go back and you can watch the fight and say, damn, that was a great fight. But it's one thing to have butterflies before the fight. It's one thing to be in school all day and like, all right, we going to hoop. You know what I'm saying? We gonna hoop and whoop-de-whoop. And you know, we might go to a party Saturday, but it ain't shit like looking towards a Saturday night to watch a boxing match that you've been anticipating. It's nothing like it. It's nothing like that feeling. That feeling all week you in school. You might be at hoop practice. You might be at football practice. But you know Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? You know what Eastern Standard, like nigga, like you got your snacks. Like nigga, you done took a bath, washed your ass. You about to watch these fights or then hit the streets or whatever it was. Go to bed and get ready to redo it again. I ain't had that feeling in a long time, bro. I ain't had the feeling where I had butterflies in my stomach. I ain't had the feeling where I might be at work and I might just be looking forward to a fight and I just can't wait for a fight. It's kind of like getting pussy. That's kind of what the feeling like. Like, you know, bitch about to come over with fat ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you thinking about, you got your room clean, laid out. You about to smash. You think about that shit like, man, she about to come over, about to get off work. Wooty whoop, she about to come over. Ain't none of these stupid ass knuckleheads. And I told them niggas don't come over. I'm about to put it down. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers can't relate to the shit I'm talking about, man. And when you look at shit like this, man, like me, like I remember, like niggas was at pay per view. This shit got to be like $5 to $20 on pay per view. Nah, you ain't getting that feeling no more with people with none of the box. And I'm not just honing in on PBC just to be picking on them. But guess what? When you the big brother, not how I went down to my grandmother's house, the oldest always got the grunt and blanket, whatever the youngest did. So PBC is the leader in the clubhouse. So your coach who put it to you this way, the coach who thought you had the most potential, the one that out of all the kids all the athletes on the team, he rode the nigga that had the most potential because he knew he could be great. And it's the same thing about PBC. I'm just keeping it real. I'm riding PBC because they the leader in the bullpen. They the apes. You know what I'm saying? They the Michael Jordan. They the LeBron James. You figure deal me? They the Steph Curry. They the King Griffey Jr. You know, they the Pele. Whatever fuck y'all watch. They that guy. They Cyclops the X-Men. They the leader in the penthouse, and they need to be held accountable. If you keep rationalizing the bullshit, that just show me where you stand as a champ. And I'm cool if you rationalize the bullshit, and that's what you want to see. And you happy that Wilder fighting Ortiz, or you happy that Errol Spence and Sean Porter went from being on Free Fox to being a $75 fight, and you cool paying $75. Cool. But to keep that same energy when Top Rank do it, okay? Keep that same energy. So a lot of these niggas, man, they just came to the game. They think this is the way it goes. And pretty much what PBC and what boxing is doing in general is reconditioning the new sports fan mind and thinking this is the status quo. You know what I'm saying? Niggas out here defending Deontay Wilder honor, and it's niggas that been duped before. A lot of these dudes out here was huge Keith Thurman fans. A ton of these dudes was huge Keith Thurman fans. Keith Thurman switched up. Okay, he got me. All right, what's going on? Okay, he got me. He got me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I was a huge Keith Thurman fan. He got me. All right, I'm all right. I thought Broner was the real deal. He got me. I said, all right, he got me. So I'm whatever the situation may be, right? Then you go, then Errol Spence, he got me. I'm like, all right, I'm done. What's going on, Dr. Let me know if you want to hop on. Then I'm like, all right. Deontay Wilder did it. I was already done after the Errol Spence thing. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you're not gonna get me no more. I'm not about to put my neck on the line no more. And that's just me too. That's just me in general. I'm not putting my neck on the line. Deontay Wilder is his honor snatch. I'm good on him, bro. Whatever happened to him, I don't care about what's going on with his family, his daughter. That's his personal issue. Great story. You know what? The humane side of me, great story. But the boxing side of me, I don't care. I don't care. Only reason I turn on boxing, it ain't because Deontay Wilder alive. It ain't because Errol Spence alive. It ain't because Errol Spence from Texas. It ain't because he a southpaw. It ain't because Terrence Crawford is a good person, or Terrence Crawford or whatever it may be, or this guy is a bad person, or I tune in to see him get his ass whooped. Nah, man, my number one agenda, and this is what separates me from probably every other channel. My number one agenda is to see the best fights. Real talk. And I think over the years I've been on here on this channel since 2016, and I've been on YouTube since 2013 or 14. I think this proves like I gotta be the most thorough nigga out here. Real talk, I got to be the most thorough nigga just talking boxing. The most thorough nigga. Like when you come to this channel, you know what you gonna get. And I think this situation with Deontay Wilder proved it. You know, I think not even above the Earl Spence shenanigans. When motherfuckers thought I was a diehard Earl Spence fan. No, I like Earl Spence because he was pulling niggas whole cards. But when it came time, when it came time to pull his whole card, when his whole card got pulled by Crawford, I said okay. Then when he kept saying easy route promotions and all that, I'm like, you know what? I'm done on him. I'm good. I'm good. And I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to kind of paint a picture and kind of refresh people's memory or paint a picture for people who didn't remember or don't that wasn't around. Now, Wilder ain't the worst heavyweight in history. Please, come on, man. We're not gonna go there. He might not be the most, technical, but it's cool. You don't have to be technical to be great when you punch like that and you speed. I don't think he's embarrassing us, bro. Like, don't delete him, bro. Don't block him. He good, bro. Don't block JCR. He good. You can block the comment, I guess, but it don't really matter. It's a lot worse that been said, but like I said before, I'm proving to be real time and time again, bro. You know, and that don't get you shit on YouTube, man, but a bunch of hate. But a lot of niggas wish they could say what I say. They wish they can do what I do. You know, a lot of motherfuckers feel like they can't clamper, they scared the backlash. I don't give a shit about the backlash. Pretty much. Because when I'm on this motherfucker and I'm off this motherfucker, I really ain't thinking about it. I might be thinking about my next video. Let me see if Dr. Blick came on yet. My bad, y'all. Maybe I can't hear him. Oh no, he ain't came on yet. I sent him Blick. Yeah, but I ain't thinking about that. But my whole point is really my whole point is they really pulling our whole card, bro. You know what, man? And Sean and Earl, it is what it is. Wilder Ortiz, it is what it is. You know what? It ain't like I'm complaining about. I'm just saying, like, damn. Like you can see the change. You know how people talk about Ronnie Boy Fresh talks about the gentrification that's going down in DC, and that happened in Brooklyn. How they gentrified the whole area. If you go to Brooklyn, it don't look like Brooklyn that was like 30, 20 years ago. They renovated the city and that's what they did, and that's what they're doing in boxing. They renovating the boxing scene. They recreating boxing as you see it. They're not just gonna pause boxing for a year or two and tear down the building and build down a new building. No. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna start off on the 10th floor. We're gonna change the windows, we're gonna change the carpet or refinish the wood. We're gonna put a fireplace in here. We're gonna redo the bathroom. You know what? We're gonna take a crack house, a crack apartment house, and we're gonna turn it into an upper echelon, lofts or upper echelon apartments. And they're doing boxing. They recreating how you think boxing go. They say, okay, they think that regular HBO fights, you know, they thought they was great main event. Let's turn them into pay-per-views. They changing how you view boxing, how you talk about boxing. We talking about purses now. We having fan clubs for particular fighters now, and it is what it is. But a lot of motherfuckers don't even know they've been pulled in. A lot of motherfuckers don't even feel like they pulled in to a cult. It went from a black community had or a black box community had, or just a box community had a voice to talk about boxing. It's gone. Now it's cults. It's fanboy clubs. I'm a Wilder fanboy. I'm an Earl fanboy. There's no more clarity in this no more. There's no more clarity in it. I'm a PBC fanboy. I hate the zone. I love the zone. Fuck PBC. I love Top Rank. Hate PBC. Love PBC. Hate Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? It's just turned into starting people. I mean, it's funny, and I'm gonna equate this to this. I don't know if Dr. Blake hopped on yet. Give me a minute. Yeah, Dr. Blake, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Hold on, I can't hear you. Hold on, man. Sick of this shit happening. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Hold on. Oh shit. This shit all fucked up, man. Hold on, man. This shit all fucked up. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I gotta redo it, bro. Give me a second, man. Give me a second. Hold on one time. Give me 1 second. Some bullshit with this Bluetooth on this motherfucker, man. I'm gonna start right back. Give me a second. Let me reconnect. There we go. Hey, Dr. Blick, you hear me now? I hear you say
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. I'm here.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, give me a minute. Let me finish on this shit, man. I forgot what the fuck I was talking about, but I don't know what I was talking about. But I'm gonna try to pick off and act like I know what the fuck I was starting left off at. But like I said before, they trying to like recreate boxing and renovate boxing and change the way you look at it, man. And you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Fly top busy. What's going on? Like for me, I'm straight on Wilder. That's just my personal opinion. Until you give me the fight that I want to see, you know, and it is what it is. People gonna say, well, AJ bluffing and shit. At least go call his bluff. And if they waste your time, okay, then cool. You know, if he was a nigga, I mean, he ain't the nigga with 3 belts. I just look at it as like somebody told me today, and I want to smack this motherfucker through the screen, but it is what it is. It's his personal opinion that you know, Wilder, he creates his own narrative. Like, are we in boxing? Are we in boxing to show who got more power, Eddie Hearn or Al Heyman? Because at the end of the day, wouldn't you control the narrative, and wouldn't you control boxing if you just knocked out Anthony Joshua? Ain't that right, Dr. Blick? Ain't
Yeah,
that the
I
best way
agree.
to
I
handle
agree.
the situation?
Yep, I agree.
So what happened? So now instead of us exchanging blows in the ring or them exchanging blows in the ring, now it's about exchanging blows outside the ring to show who got more power. Beating the motherfucker ass ain't good enough no more. Beating somebody ass ain't good enough. BJ Slug, salute. Beating somebody ass ain't good enough no more. Oh, this fight got to be on the August 15th, and it got to be on the day of September that Earth, Wind, and Fire remember. Deontay Wilder, he gotta have, you know, room temperature water. He got to have, you know, what, chicken and waffles, and he got to have Roscoe's chicken and waffles after the fight. Everything had to be perfect. AJ got to crawl to the ring to serve his master Deontay Wilder before he just blessed with a fight. Like, man, fuck all that, man. These motherfuckers care more about winning the war of power. It ain't about who can whoop nobody ass no more. Oh, Wilder controls the narrative. It's about when you control your, and fuck that, nigga. If you whoop his ass, you got every belt. That's history. That's history. I mean, what else do you want him to do? You got all these fake niggas out here putting on this fake face. Oh, it's a good fight, Luis Ortiz. Like, I'm like, y'all niggas just don't think for yourself. You can't think for yourself, man. Like, fuck up out of here, man.
My issue, like I ain't worried about the fight being good. It's that the fact that I didn't want this. It may be a good fight. It may even be 5 of the year, but nobody wanted this. That's my thing. No one wanted this fight.
No. Everybody wanted it now.
Who? Who said?
Everybody
Yo, I want
wanted
to
it.
see Wilder Ortiz too. No
Everybody
one.
want to see that shit, bro. Everybody act like
You
they
know
want to
that,
see it now.
you know that meme when it's like no one, and then it has like a response to it. That's literally what they did. No one. Wilder confirms him against Ortiz. Everyone said that's a great fight. All that stuff, man. No, I don't want that fight. At least not now. Ortiz hasn't done well. Hasn't done anything to deserve the fight.
They don't care about
Ortiz
that,
is
bro.
making himself look stupid.
But my whole thing about it is when Ortiz was talking shit about Wilder and said he was clumsy and he was a stupid ass Bama shit, and then he was juicing this shit. I mean, I ain't never seen a nigga that's been juicing been celebrated like him.
Yeah, Ortiz got 3 opportunities to fight Wilder, man. The first one when he popped dirty. The second one when Wilder decided to fight him again. And then now he's fighting him again. 3 opportunities. And he didn't deserve any of them. He didn't deserve any of that,
And
man.
don't forget, that was his third time popping hot. He popped hot versus Latif Coyote on FS1. That got changed to no contest. Then he got pop versus AJ. And then he popped hot versus Wilder. So we giving the 3-time dude that popped hot a pass. We celebrate a dude that's cheating, getting opportunity after opportunity. I bet not hear none of them niggas talk about Margarito. I bet not hear about none of them niggas talking about Canelo. They won't talk about Canelo because they scared of the backlash. All the shit Canelo got away with, that's them niggas' favorite term, some of them black channels. Oh, I like Canelo. Like, really? Really?
Especially PBC fight. They love Canelo.
Yup. I mean, at the end of the day, man, like I said before, it ain't got nothing to say. Them motherfuckers ain't got nothing to say about motherfucking when you know, certain niggas pop hot, they won't talk about it. But a lot of these niggas, these channels, they give these niggas that pop hot a pass. A pass. I mean, on both sides. Ortiz getting another opportunity that he didn't deserve. He didn't deserve this fight. What does he do? Beat Travis Kaufman. Kaufman was talking about retirement on Facebook. Christian Hammer? Like, come on, man. I thought it was Christina Hammer. I ain't know about no another Hammer being out there. He said Wilder versus Ortiz was the next best option besides AJ and Wilder. So no, you didn't think Fury was? You didn't think Dillian White was?
I said that's the fourth best option.
I seen that old crybaby ass nigga say, well, a lot of the fighters pop dirty. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Nigga out here capping for Canelo.
Nah, I got a question.
That's why they put water in that nigga face, man. Fuck up out of here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a question for you, man. So, if you had to buy one of the pay-per-views, what pay-per-view would you buy?
None of them. None of them. None
Not
of
even
them.
Keith Thurman versus Pacquiao?
None of them. Only way I go to that pay-per-view if they put Anthony Durrell versus Benavidez. I go. Other than that, none of them. I pay for Harrison and Charlo before I pay for them bitches. None of them. I'm not paying for none of that shit, man. It's at the point where I'm not even talking about the fights no more, bro. Huh?
Will you pay for Fury Sports?
Man, you asking the wrong nigga that shit, man.
Yeah, they're charging us, bro.
Y'all, y'all better not pay for it. What's up, Rasheed Times? I see you. Kalen Jones, I see you. TB, I see you. Samo. He said, what about White? I mean, at the end of the day, people gonna rationalize the shit how they gonna rationalize it, man. I bet not hear none of you niggas talking about this Wilder Ortiz fight so good. And then, you know, when Wilder ready to make the fight, AJ don't want to fight. I want to hear none of you niggas talk shit about AJ. I don't want to hear it no more, bro.
They're still talking shit about it.
And then I don't want to hear none of you bitch ass niggas out here that's talking about, oh, this is a great fight. I don't want to hear you niggas complain about shit else, bro.
I was sure they said that some female tendencies, man, because you did this to me, so I'm gonna do this to you.
That's bitch. Like, niggas don't even know they got that's female tendencies, bro. That's female tendencies, dog. That's nigga. Real business deals don't get done by niggas acting like bitches, dog. Even gay men probably go into business deals and leave their fucking feelings at the door. Even females got to check their emotions in business deals at the door. When you're doing real business deals, even if it's a $10,000 business deal, $20,000 business deal, like, nigga, it's gonna be disrespect in the room. It's gonna be disrespect. Angel, salute. Mark Pinkerton, salute. These niggas acting like how and they condoning bitch tendencies, bro. But don't be surprised, man. These the same niggas that's crying about getting their credentials revoked. These the same niggas crying for interviews for Bud Crawford. That man, I ain't never begged a nigga for no interview. I ain't never begged a nigga for shit. You ain't gonna hear me crying like Young Buck to 50 Cent. Please pay my 50, pay my taxes. I need, man, fuck that. Nigga put a bullet in my head before that happened. Nigga Avatar, I'll see you, Angel. You're gonna that, man, fuck that begging shit, nigga. That's that slave mentality shit, man. Fuck that. You ain't gonna hear me a nigga squirt some water in my face and me trying to go back and kiss the white man ass. Fuck that, nigga. Fuck that. You ain't gonna hear me. I ain't, man, Ortiz, I ain't got no issue with that nigga, man. But damn, that nigga should bust a move. But I understand what they gonna say. He ain't fought nobody, you know. He ain't fought nobody wanted to fight him and shit. I understand the whole situation, man. Do what you must. You go to the fight, go to the fight. I ain't knocking you, man. But I bet not hear you niggas out here trying to
no more, man.
You know, I might not hear these niggas out here trying to call anybody. I want to hear nothing about Keith Thurman. I don't want to hear nothing about none of this shit. They protected Earl Spence. They protected Deontay Wilder. They protected Luis Ortiz and his whole history. I don't want to hear shit about it no more, bro. I don't. And that go for niggas channels I watch too, man. I don't want to hear you bitch complain when AJ say, oh no, I'm good. You know, I don't want to fight Wilder, you know, or I don't want to fight Wilder right now. When AJ pull up Deontay Wilder on AJ again, I don't want to hear you niggas cry about it, bro. I just don't. AJ bitching. Whoop-de-whoop. Okay, we know that. But when Wilder had an opportunity to try to catch the grasshopper, he didn't. He on social media, and you know this shit bad. He on social media responding to niggas in the comment section, bro. Oh, it's gonna happen, I promise. Dude, you ain't even that good of a fighter to be doing this shit, man. You ain't that good of a fighter, man. Fuck up out of here. Lennox Lewis got to be rolling over his rocking chair. I hope Lennox keep that same energy and call Deontay Wilder. Man, these niggas, man, condoning female tendencies, bro. That's what a female do.
Mm-hmm. You know, Hassan said if this was AJ would get more hate.
Bro, Chris, man, them niggas gonna condone anything Wilder do, bro. And it's cool. It's cool. Like, you can do that, but you lost your right to be objective. You lost your right to complain. Between Earl Spence and Deontay.
I think both sides have, man.
Yeah, definitely AJ. Most definitely AJ.
About what they complained about Wilder doing what what AJ like the stuff that we accused AJ for doing, but they're both doing the same shit. They just swapped the roles around.
And both motherfuckers, and you got black motherfuckers saying in America, Wilder lover saying, AJ bitch, he did it to Wilder first. Like, nigga, I don't care, man.
Yeah, you got people saying that Wilder bigger than Floyd Mayweather.
Not even addressing that. Wilder ain't, man. Like I said before, man, it is what it is.
Well, they're height and weight, man.
It is what it's at the point where I want them both to lose. Real talk.
Wilder didn't say what a trilogy.
He probably gonna, man. He a joke, man. He a nigga joke. A nigga that got all that hatred. He get a little bit of popularity, a little bit of a push. Kalen Jones, salute. He get a little bit of push, and this is what happened.
Man, not popular still.
And look, he get a little bit of popularity. He get a little bit of push. He get a little bit of niggas talking about him, and this nigga just went. This nigga didn't win fucking Steve Urkel to Jaleel White on our ass.
I'm telling you, man, that Floyd Pacquiao fight. If that fight never happened, it would have been the best for boxing.
What you say? Say that again.
If Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao never happened, boxing wouldn't be like this.
Yeah.
Right. If with all that build up, if that fight actually never went to fruition, we wouldn't be in this situation.
It is what it is, man.
No one would be thinking about marinating fights. No one talked about money until Floyd came.
And then watch how you see Shakur Stevenson switch, Devin Haney gonna switch, Jaron Ennis gonna switch. Watch all Josh Kelly, Josh Taylor, Regis Programs, all these niggas that's hungry. When they putting up to the table and they eating them big steaks and they eating that hibachi rice with the egg and then the vegetables in it and the extra garlic butter.
Switch, man, because he got like 13 kids. So he can't afford to switch.
Yeah, man. So that is what it is, man. Trevor Bryan fighting Manuel Charr.
If Klitschko's era was good enough, he would have switched too.
He said it wasn't just Floyd; it was Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, Pacquiao did do the same thing as well. He turned down $20 million. Remember?
He didn't want to take that drug test.
Yeah, he didn't want to take the drug test too, man.
And he's still broke.
Bro.
He's still broke.
Yeah.
How the fuck you do all that shit? You still broke.
Yeah, man.
He said Manny the reason the fight didn't happen sooner. He didn't want to take the drug test.
No, I think both of them.
Pacquiao
Floyd pulled the drug test out of his ass.
Yeah, he was right, man. That nigga Pacquiao, that nigga was out there like Universal Soldier on that bitch.
Yeah, he went up 8 divisions and he was knocking people out.
That nigga Floyd said, I don't want none of that shit.
Normal.
Floyd said, I
this
ain't want none of that shit.
This man started at flyweight and he was knocking people out.
And nigga Floyd said, I ain't want none of that shit.
To see where he knocked out Ricky Hatton.
And Floyd did it first, though. That is true.
Yeah. Nah.
He said, man, he giving his money away to his people.
Man, he was fighting for his leftovers. Let's not lie about that.
Mm-hmm. Floyd fought his leftovers in Kodo, though. You can't remember that. But he had drained Kodo. He drained Kodo ass, though. Floyd fought that nigga at 54. Pacquiao fought that nigga like 145.
Look what he did to Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar De La Hoya drained him. He fought Ricky Hatton in the regular way, but Ricky Hatton was really a junior welterweight anyway.
Mm-hmm. Well, hold on a minute.
Roach admitted they were the reason. Well, I know they was the reason. Niggas didn't want Bob Arum didn't want that fight. Until he milked the cow. Same thing Deontay Wilder doing. You heard Jeannie Buss might sell the team. She might as well. She still can get it, bro. Real talk. She still can get it, bro. And she got $1 billion too. Yeah, what y'all talking about, man? I've been there. Bust down, Tatiana. I want to see it. Yeah, I've been to bust down her, bro. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Jeannie still can get the ooh, 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 ooh. Doo-doo-doo-doo. She still get the ooh, ooh, ooh. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Do-do-do-do. That's the only good part about that song. Do-do-do-do. 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 I don't know what that nigga say. Fly game in the piggy bank. A lot of bitches. I don't know whatever you say that. I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said. All I know is a nigga that do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. That nigga. Boop, boop, boop. Phil ain't hitting that right. You need to get some young meat. Heyman is worse for boxing than Don King was. At least Don King gave you fights. He might rob the shit out the fighter, but we don't care about the fighter's pocket. The Lakers should be worth around $50 billion. The Clippers sold for $2.5 billion. Yeah. Steve Ballmer got it. You know, he from Detroit. Steve Ballmer got it. AJ and Wilder milking it. Wilder just learned how to play the game. I don't really care, man. I don't care. I hope both of them niggas get knocked out. Real talk. I hope both of them niggas get knocked out. I really don't care. I hope both of them niggas get knocked out. Fuck them, man. Real talk. I'm just keep it real. I don't give a shit about the nigga. Yeah, Steve Ballmer from Detroit. Yep. Black man that walked the Weather Channel too. He from Detroit. Dan Gilbert is another motherfucker. That's a billionaire. Yep. Like damn, just let me hold. This let me hold $5 million. This let me get $5 million, Steve Ballmer. I'm gonna give you a return. I'm gonna make it do magic. Voila. What's up, Sierra? I see you. Hopefully I said your name right. Voila. I don't know where Dr. Blick went. This nigga out here eating, crunchy munch. Nigga out here eating munchy. What you call that shit? Crunchy munch. Y'all realize if these dudes were really, I don't even know if it was real, we could have had undisputed 30, 47, 54 in heavyweight already. Yeah, they don't want to do that, bro. I hope Dana White take over the UFC. I swear to God, bro. I hope he take over PBC. I hope he do. I never knew. I knew a dude who owned Little Caesars from Detroit. Yeah, you talking about Mike Illis bitch ass. He did. Them niggas milked the fuck out of Detroit, man. Milked the fuck. I got a whole documentary on that, man. Them motherfuckers should be in jail. That's how they do, man. That's why the city fucked up, man. They milked it. AJ should just dominate Fury if he wanted to get back at Wilder. Man, Fury beat the shit out of AJ, bro. That nigga, man, Fury been and boxed that nigga head off, man. That nigga been and lost all 3 of his fight belts to Fury. Fury the best one out of all of them. I think Wilder could knock him out still. What you think Kawhi should do? Man, he going to LA, going to Clips. AJ gonna get his ass beat. He'll fight Wilder before he fight Fury. For real. He ain't fighting that man. He ain't fighting him, bro. One of them niggas getting knocked off. It starts with White Reeves gonna whoop his ass. They probably gonna stop that Reeves fight early because he got the eye issue. But Jeannie Buss, she can get the do 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 do. Phil Jackson ain't hitting that right, man. He too old, man. Old ass nigga bed. That nigga need Viagra to get it up. He need Viagra to get it up. Let me handle Genie, man. I'll be in a fucking Porsche by what is it, 8:00 time? Is what 4:00 Western Pacific time? I'll be in. Let me get over there tomorrow and by 12 o'clock. I'll be in the fucking Porsche. For real. I want Kawhi. Nobody want to go play with fucking LeBron James. What's wrong with his eye? Reeves? Yeah, he got an eye issue, man. They wouldn't even let that nigga fight for a long time, Oscar Reeves. He got an eye issue. They gonna stop that fight. Watch. I'm telling you. That's why you ain't never heard of him. Chris Paul finessed the Rockets. He ain't worth 80 million, man. That nigga got that bird. Louis said he ain't getting no notification. You know how it go. Fury definitely the better boxer than Wilder, but Wilder right hand. Yeah, that is true. That nigga was asleep. He was sleep worse than Steve Cunningham. I don't want to see Rick on Gary Russell Jr. I don't want to see it. Not at least want somebody to get Leo Santa Cruz. He's I'm a Laker fan. I like the Lakers too, but no, nobody want to go play with LeBron. And you get all the blame, and he get all the credit. It's gonna be some fishy shit in Oscar Reeves versus Dillian White. I'm telling you that right now. It's gonna be some real fishy shit. Real fishy shit, man. Let's talk about a little bit about Brian Jennings. How likely are you to recommend Google Chrome web browser to another friend and colleague? Why don't you ask me this shit now? That's all I use. I don't know that shit now, man. What you think about Joe Joyce and Brian Jennings?
Brian Jennings probably win. Joe Joyce too slow.
I got Joe Joyce, bro. The nigga just got knocked out, bro.
Joe Joyce is so slow.
Don't matter.
Hey, man.
He ain't going to sleep.
If he hits it, then yeah, you go to sleep. That Gorman undercard looking better than any undercard we're seeing.
You ain't lying. Oh, that's where it's on, the Gorman and Du Bois undercard?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Joyce putting that nigga to sleep. Tell you that right now. Brian Jennings going to sleep. He too small, bro. Joe Joyce, that nigga big as hell, bro. He ain't got enough power to go with his speed to knock off Brian Jennings, bro. To knock off Joe Joyce.
Hey, man, Stavern was hitting Joe Joyce.
Man, don't matter. Stavern hit harder than Stavern hit harder than Joe Joyce, harder than Brian Jennings.
That is true, but like my point is this, yeah.
And he coming off a knockout, bro.
Stavern, who came off a knockout to Wilder, yeah, who was which that knockout was brutal, was hitting him, and Stavern is crazy slow. Especially that, man. That was the worst.
Like I said, bro, speed do not matter in the heavyweight division, bro. It really don't. You know what I'm saying? If it did matter, then Deontay Wilder should have starched fucking Tyson Fury. It played his part.
His foot movement was
like I said before, bro. Like I said before, man, that shit he getting stretched, bro. He getting stretched. This nigga been knocked out on 3 occasions, right? Brian Jennings, Oscar Reeves. He got knocked out by Luis Ortiz. Maybe that's it.
Oscar Reeves is Brian Jennings is bigger than Oscar Reeves.
And that's what I'm telling you. Joe Joyce is a big motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm saying Brian Jennings is smooth. That guy's like 6 foot, 6'1".
And Joe Joyce, how big is Joe Joyce? Like 6'6"?
Yeah, 6'6", 6'5".
There's a reason why Joe Joyce taking this fight, bro.
I'm saying my reason is, yeah, I don't believe in Joe Joyce.
You believe in Brian Jennings?
I don't believe in none of them.
Joe Joyce about to beat the shit out that man. I like Brian Jennings too, bro. He coming off a knockout. And I seen Derek Chisora beating his ass in the gym like he stole something.
Who? Derek Chisora was beating Dylan White's ass, but Dylan White still
he was beating the shit out of Brian Jennings too. You say Joe Joyce moves slow and still defeat his opponents too. Two skilled top 5 heavyweight. Now Joe Joyce beats everyone in the heavyweight division. He laughing. He gonna beat Brian Jennings. He gonna take Brian Jennings behind the woodshed and beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, if Joe Joyce can cut off the ring,
he ain't got to. Eventually, that bitch gonna slow down. He got to come to him to score. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, the Juggernaut gonna beat Brian Jennings. It's a reason why he picked him, bro.
Hey, man.
Tell you, man.
Didn't Brian Jennings get knocked out by Ortiz?
Yes.
Didn't he go 12 with Klitschko?
Oh, that's a lifetime achievement award. The nigga was 60, bro.
Well, Klitschko. At that point, no one was beating Klitschko.
Joyce got, man, who wanna bet? I bet on this fight. Who wanna fucking bet? Nigga getting stretched. Brian Jennings getting stretched. That speed shit don't matter. George Foreman was beating the fuck out of niggas slow as hell. Lifting niggas up off the canvas.
You talk about Frazier?
Will Boog say Joe Joyce ain't beating shit but over the hill fight. And that's what Brian Jennings is, a over the hill fighter, bro.
How old is Brian Jennings?
Nigga, he old enough to get his ass whooped. That's how old he is. He's 34 years old. He got a nice reach on his ass, though, 84 inches.
I think that's longer than Wilder's.
That's longer than Joe Joyce, too, but he's 3 inches shorter. Man, Joe Joyce about to beat this nigga ass. Joe, and I want to hear all you niggas come back and eat your Joe Joyce crow. If Brian Jennings win, I'll be happy. Jennings is done. He about to get the shit beat out of him. He about to get the shit beat out of him. His beard gonna be on the canvas. Watch.
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen. If Joe Joyce wins, he's gonna fight the winner of Gorman with Dubois.
Oh man, he getting his ass whooped in. That's what the joke. He might stretch one of them. He might. I ain't never seen Gorman fight though. So I can't say.
Yeah, Gorman got decent combination puncher. He's not a bad fight. I don't think he has enough power though. Yeah, you don't look like he has power, Gorman.
I'll check him out when I get an opportunity.
Not a bad fighter though.
Anyone in this chat think Pacquiao beating Thurman? If so, I got to bet. I won't even bet. I'm not betting on that fight, bro. Ain't no drug testing.
You know why? You know why I think Pacquiao can't beat Thurman? The reach. And Keith Thurman made a good point about his own fight. He said one of the major reasons why he struggled against Josecito Lopez was Josecito Lopez is one of the few fighters he fought that has a longer reach than him. And that's why he was able to tag him, because you know how Keith Thurman likes to dance around the ring. Pacquiao got a shorter reach. The only way Pacquiao's going to get on the inside is through his legs. And we all know Pacquiao's legs are not even there no more.
He getting stretched, but I wouldn't put it past him.
So he ain't touching Keith Thurman.
Look here, I ain't touching this fight. I know Keith Thurman should win by knockout, but I ain't touching this fight, bro. Something fishy about it. Something fishy about it.
Prime juice to Pacquiao.
Not just that, bro. It just seems something fishy about this overall fight, bro. Never bet on a nigga that got 1 foot in the door, 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door. You catch my drift. Keith Thurman already in retirement mode. Take my advice, bro. Stay away from this fight. Stay away from it. I just got a funny feeling it's gonna be a fishy outcome. Y'all can ask questions now. I close it out with questions. He said, "Yo, why UK people say yeah after everything they say?" I don't know. Floyd Mayweather versus Prime Paul Williams. I don't know. That's a good one. Paul Williams gave up his height. I think Floyd would have figured him out, to be honest. If Pat get Thurman, look, he did it. Look what he did in 7 rounds against Lopez. They'll stop it.
Yo, did you see what's this?
My whole thing about that is Keith Thurman get caught like that every fight. Why everybody acting like he's surprised that Keith Thurman don't get clipped every fight and get on his bicycle?
Because people forgot. People, when Keith Thurman been gone for so long, that people paid him out to be better than what he actually is.
Remember with a homeboy too, he did that shit. Soto Karass hit him with a left hook early on, or was it a right hook? One of the two. And he hurt Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman ended up getting on his bicycle. Collazo did it. Yeah, man, you nigga been doing that shit.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you think Ortiz is gonna be Wilder?
I don't give a shit, to be honest. I I don't really give a shit. I ain't even thinking about that fight. Heath versus Pac in the draw will milk the fight. He not fighting Earl till Earl fight Crawford to get 3 belts, bro. That's what Keith Thurman waiting on. I really don't care about Triple G or Steve Rose, bro, to be honest. Only way I'm talking about those fights, if this is some catastrophe, I'm not doing it. Any fight you just name, I'm not doing it. Wilder Ortiz, I'm not doing it.
What about what'd you do with AJ Pumel if he fights Fury?
I do it.
I would laugh so much.
He's not gonna fight Fury though, bro.
No, but if that happened, no, it's not about being dangerous. That slaps Wilder, makes Wilder irrelevant.
They gotta do that in the UK though, because they ain't got enough clout in America yet.
Of course, but that's still gonna ruin. That's still gonna mess up Wilder.
They can do it on the same day. They don't. The times won't conflict though. But AJ ain't fighting no fucking Fury, bro. That's suicide for him.
That's the worst fight for AJ.
Yep. At least he won't feel that right hand from Wilder. He'd be numb. Fury gonna just embarrass him for 12 rounds. You better hope Fury get back on the coke. KD to the Knicks or the Nets. I don't know.
AJ should be really fighting Fury though, because because if he beats Fury, no one can talk about the whole thing about what's it? No one can talk about the whole thing that AJ has Tyson Fury's balance.
Andy say, what you think about Fury and Ortiz? Fury in a shutout, bro. Ortiz ain't got no shot versus Tyson Fury, bro. Bad matchup. No shots. Let Fury come in.
I was going to say that I think the person at the least drop out of the top 5 is Dylan White.
Yeah, he ain't got no shot.
He got the worst shot out of everybody. Not only is Dylan White the shortest, he gets sloppy and doesn't like it when people move because he likes to set himself to generate his power. Dylan White can't hit a moving target.
Solid child. So who you think the first fighter to cross the gun line? It seems like every PBC fighter is taking the same road away fighting. Even the same ride away from fighting Bud. None of them gonna take and Wilder doing the same thing.
You know what they're saying about Wilder, CJ?
What?
I saw I clicked on 78's live stream. He said Wilder making Boston power moves. And everybody hating.
Yeah, he gonna gargle his nuts. You already know how it is. Old ass weed head ass nigga, bald head nigga is gargling another grown man nuts. This ain't a 20-year-old nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is I don't know how old this nigga is. 80, 70, 58, however old his old ass is, bro. He know better than that, but that's just what he chooses to do. I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him. I just, I'm not about to be no fanboy. I'm not gonna condone no bullshit. It's some whole shit. He said, "Hey Slim, I ain't paying for none of that shit." And me neither, bro. Fuck that. Yep, you can call me broke, whatever you want to call me. He says, "I'm happy that the legend Mike Tyson beat the fuck out of Whack 100. 100 posted the painkillers on. Yeah, fuck Whack 100.
Yeah, did you see what Mike Tyson posted? It's like everybody has a plan until they get hit, and he tags Whack Fight 100. Like, isn't that right, man?
You got that, man. Mike Tyson he might fuck up Deontay Wilder to this day.
Bruh.
He might beat a few niggas' ass.
Yeah, man. Everyone thought Mike Tyson changed. He's out of that.
You Wilder, man. We gotta get behind Wilder, man. Fuck that, man.
You gotta help these fighters get paid.
Yep. I don't give a shit. Fuck that, man.
Well, I'm telling you, Wilder's literally taking the advice that people gave him.
You ain't lying, bro. And he ain't giving them niggas no kickback.
They said he shouldn't beg.
I told that nigga that's true, man. But at this point, if he want to fight you, man, go get your 3 belts and have 4. That's the best vindication. But he
screw AJ. You don't need him no more. We're doing we're going on. What do you mean? I don't know why these people say we. What do you mean we?
Think they Shannon Sharp? Yeah, you think they Shannon Sharp and shit? Yeah, me and Bron.
Wilder don't care about you.
me and Wilder. He said, "Well, oh, damn, shit, that's crazy."
No, we
I
go
fuck
the
with that
old way.
Sean Campbell. Nah, you don't never lose them hands, nigga. He still got them. He still got them. But yeah, Wilder, man. Yeah, I'm snatching Wilder honor if I hop off here, bro. For real, Deontay Wilder, bro. Like he ain't honorable, bro. He making the great state of Alabama look bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nick Saban will not be inviting his ass back to talk to the Crimson Tide. He can go talk to the fucking he go talk to South Alabama or some shit like that. He can go talk to Wild Ronaldo was going on. He can go talk to what's the other side? UAB. I don't even think they got a football team no more. He can go talk to UAB. He go talk to their flag football team. You know what I'm saying? He let the man be talking about this. The same nigga talk about AJ letting the white man milk him. AJ ducking me, and then Shelly Finkel got his nutsack just milking him. He got his finger up his ass, just milking his prostate.
Like what Showbiz said. He said he thinks Shelly Finkel don't believe that Wilder can beat AJ.
Man, Shelly Finkel got his whole fist up Wilder shit, just milking his prostate. You know what I'm saying? Al Heyman got the mouth. Just same people who sent that IBF belt over to AJ, and they supposed to have your best interest at hand. How somebody with a knife in your back got your best interest? Huh? How somebody with your knife in your back got your best interest? You talking about AJ getting milk, you getting milk. AJ ducking, you ducking. Like, nigga, you doing the same thing. Shelly and Al running the train on you. Choo choo. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what I'm saying? You talking about AJ, man, please, man. These are the same people that created AJ the champion. They believe more in AJ. If Al Heyman got all this money, why didn't Al just pay Charles Martin $7 million to give you the belt? Why did Al Heyman send Charles Martin over to AJ and get AJ his first belt?
Why
did he send it for Deontay Wilder?
He's getting his promotional deal. Don't worry.
You know what I'm saying? If Al Heyman got the best interest for Wilder, why didn't he send that belt over to Wilder? Why did he send the belt to Wilder? Did Wilder ever think to ask that? Did Wilder even ask? I bet Wilder asked for the Charles Martin fight. They said, no, man. They was pushing Seth Mitchell better than you, bro. Seth Mitchell. They pushed Chris Arreola harder than they pushed Wilder back in the day. Real talk. Chris Arreola got better treatment than Wilder, and you telling me the same people that made AJ a champion is the same people telling you not to fight AJ right now. Tell me how that worked. Don't that sound like some snakes in his grass?
Yeah.
They the tag team champions. If this smell, what the Al Heyman? Al Heyman playing that nigga, man. He ain't robbing him for money, but he robbed him of a championship.
Robbing him of a legacy. Yeah. I hate when these fighters say their legacy first, money second. They're such liars.
Yep.
He can't say, the best fighting the best. I'm always an advocate for that. I'm the realist, man. Yo, you can't give us one fight we want. That's the only fight we asked for. You haven't asked for any other fight.
Steven Espinosa like Wilder's like family over here. Yeah, he sure sound like family in the Fury fight.
Yeah, man, you guys had his back so much.
Yep. So I thought PBC was a family. Floyd said he was down 6-0. Floyd said he was down 6-0. And everybody know Floyd Al Heyman right hand man.
Well, Floyd hate from a while though.
That's what I'm saying, man. So you getting milked by a white man and a black man. You may not be getting milked by a slave trader, but shit, well, for all we know, Shelly Finkel is.
He probably is, man. He older than freaking Barry.
He probably is, bro. You probably own the Wilder name back in the day. They probably was on Shelly Finkel Candyland Plantation. Motherfucking milking Wilder and shit, man. He busting down Wilder, bust down Tatiana. I want to see you bust it. And 7 Day Sports sitting there ready with his butthole out, way to be bust down too. I'm next, Shelly. I'm next. I'll give you 30% for free.
Yo, it's like him and Black Fight, Pro Arrow, Pro Wilder there.
You ain't lying, bro. Them niggas like double PBC Dragon, ball-headed Ninja Turtle edition and shit.
And this guy has the balls to make a video say be it a hypocrite, say that other people accuse other people for not one of the best fights.
And that nigga Blue gonna be like, squirt it in my face.
Oh Lord.
Squirt it in my face. It turned me on by revoking, give me credentials, then revoking them. Turn me on. Fuck up out of here, man. Old ass niggas, man. These old niggas set the wrong standard for these young niggas, man.
Man.
These old niggas, man.
You might as well spat in this face.
Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. Niggas on their knees. How you gonna say, oh, he milking the white man milking LJ and you getting milked? Fuck up out of here. These niggas got pom-poms on. If Wilder can't do it, nobody can.
Let's be honest, man. It may not be official, but we could even make a case that Shelly Finkel had power of attorney over Wilder to a certain extent because anything that he says, he goes.
He told that nigga turn down $120 million, bro, to go back to Showtime.
This man spoke on why he didn't take the DAZN money for him, and it's like, no, I got this, man. He spoke like he was the boss when he said that. He told Wilder to hush.
The next time they ask a nigga like, why did you turn on this Wilder? Or Shelly can answer that. Oh, not a white man speaking for you.
No, the white man. The first interview, Shelly told him to hush. It's like, yo, no, I got this.
You get a lash when we get back to the room, boy.
See, Wilder's face, man. And I see video clips. Wilder looked uncomfortable, man, when Shelly was speaking. It looked like that guy grabbed him by the balls, man.
He probably did when they got back to the room. Shelly probably got his belt off. No, Shelly, no. I won't disrespect you again.
Oh Lord,
man. Fuck up out of here. These niggas a joke.
Now you can't support any boxer. You can't support AJ. Can't support Wilder. Can't support Ortiz. Can't support none of these dudes. Fury made himself seem like a real one, and then he just stripped that card himself.
He said, C4 said, once I said Wilder lost to Fury, 78 start ignoring my super chat and comments.
Because he did lose. He did lose. Like the best I can give Wilder, in that fight, was the fact that I can make a case for it being a draw. Other than that, man, we can't sit here and act like Wilder wasn't getting dominated in most rounds.
I was so mad after that fight, man. I just got off, bro.
Yeah, because who expected Wilder? Wilder fought terrible that night.
He fought terrible, bro. That nigga didn't deserve that decision, bro.
That's the only
time. He said that coward from the UK said 2021. Okay, he want to fight now.
Yeah, if plans change, if he changed, what's wrong with him changing his mind?
Yeah, what if he said, okay, I want to fight him now, for whatever reason it may be. He said Blick Fury didn't win shit, you UK bum. Fury won that fight, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. Boxing life, come on, man. Fuck up out of here. He said that word. Hey, you can believe what you want to believe, bro. If you want to believe the narrative that Wilder won that fight, so be it. I can't change your mind. He can't change your mind.
To be fair, man. In my opinion, it was a close fight. But here's the issue that you guys are forgetting, man.
Nah, I didn't rescore it though. Let me say that. I didn't go back and watch it. I didn't go.
I can see a case for both sides winning the fight and even the draw. I feel like a draw was kind of fair. In my opinion, I don't feel like it was a robbery. But my thing is this.
Take that comment back then, nigga. Retract that comment. You jumping to conclusions and shit, nigga. You see, he said, you know.
What you said?
No, I was talking to his ass.
I was just gonna say, like, my thing is this, and people are gonna say, yo, that was the best Tyson Fury. No, it's impossible for that to be the best Tyson Fury. Let's be realistic, man. Let's be realistic. It's impossible. A guy that was that much overweight came back, had 2 training camps in a row, fought against two bomb oppositions, and expected to be the guy that fought Klitschko. They obviously didn't see that Klitschko fight because Fury was a lot worse. He wasn't even at his best in that fight.
Angel said a lot of people think the zone will go belly up without even researching the zone and their sources of money. Is not going to belly at all. So let's just put that to rest. At the end of the day, you niggas gonna be watching Wilder and Joshua if it do happen on the zone.
That's
so
true.
Then what y'all got to say? Then what y'all got to say about that shit? That's where it's going. Showtime and Fox ain't putting up that type of money. So either way, y'all black asses or white asses or whatever the fuck y'all call yourselves, you niggas gonna be on the zone. Okay, that's just what it is. Wilder look amateur versus Fury. Duh, he did. Okay,
Fury's a better fighter.
What's up, box for IBF salute, bro? He said Fury was supposed to be destroyed. I swear, that's what I was preaching, bro.
If since Fury was meant to be destroyed, then why are people shouldn't even be impressed that Wilder made this a close fight.
Burnside Evans said Wilder Fury was draw. Period. In my opinion, I respect your opinion.
I can see that.
The way I didn't really score for real after Floyd said 6-0.
Fury wasn't at his best, bro.
Man, I seen that nigga. Man, I got to go back and rewatch that fight. I seen that nigga probably win. I mean, I just thought Fury dominated the fight. I could be wrong, like shit.
I think what it was, the rounds that Fury won, he dominated them rounds.
But really, then again, people will say, "Well, Fury ain't." Well, then again, people will say Fury ain't do shit. You know, he was fading, and yeah, I mean, I got to go back and watch it.
He wasn't in the first couple of rounds. Remember, we were scoring it, and then Floyd, and then out because we had it like 2-2 going into like the fourth round or like the fifth round, and then Floyd said it's like 4-0. Wilder needs to change up his plan. So our scoring was way different to how these other dudes had it. Nah, but when I saw 78's video and other people's video saying Wilder clearly won the fight, I don't know about that, Chief. I don't know about all that, man. He said it was clear that he won the fight. That was not a clear victory by Wilder, bro. That's one thing I know for sure. That was as unclear as Canelo versus GG1. Man, bottom line is Wilder shouldn't have made that fight competitive. Let's not lie to ourselves. Let's be honest now.
He supposed to stretch his ass, bro. He supposed to stretch that motherfucker.
I think you do it better in the rematch. Because by the looks of it, CJ, it look like we're gonna see that rematch before we see him versus AJ.
Nah, I really don't give a shit.
Yeah, what Shelly Finkel said, the plan is Ortiz. I'm not sure if Kornaki's still in that plan, but like what Shelly Finkel said, Ortiz, Fury, and AJ back to back.
Why would you fight Fury now? It just makes no sense. You can make that a bigger fight. No, I don't care. I really don't care what they doing. Like I said before, I still believe Deontay is still knock out AJ, but I'm done. I'm done with the nigga. I don't care, bro. I really don't. I don't care about what he got going on in his life. It is what it is. He can do whatever he wants to do. I don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? All these niggas, man, all these dudes that turn flaw at the drop of a dime, I'm good on them, bro. I'm really good on him, bro. Like,
I was gonna say, I'm picking Ortiz because nobody else wanted to fight him, and AJ was ducking.
Hey, okay, he can do whatever you want to do, man. You won't get my support.
Right, so what fight are you supporting them?
Harrison and Charlo.
Oh, okay. You supporting Charlo?
Huh? I don't know. I gotta do some more research. What else you got coming up? I like Sullivan Barrera and Jesse Hart, but that shit on that Fury shit, I'm straight. Slucky and Andrade is all right.
What about
I might watch Cole. I might watch Koznowski and Areola. That sounds like a fun fight. I really don't give a shit, but if it's on free TV.
Boazzi fight this weekend.
I know he on the undercard. I seen a couple interviews. I'm not even gonna probably watch this weekend, to be honest. I'm probably gonna fade into the black, bro.
Yeah, you say this. AJ gets stretched by Ruiz.
I might never watch, bro. I'll just sit here and see niggas' reaction. Oh yeah, Regis and Taylor. Yep.
Yeah, if AJ does lose to Ruiz, man, I'm gonna see you make a video, bro. And your reaction gonna be as happy as when Harrison beat Charlo.
Yeah, if he knock him out, I'll talk about it if he win, but he not. I'm not sure Regis and Taylor fight DJ. They haven't announced. I heard it might be stateside.
Say it's a competitive fight.
He said Demetrius Barnes. I'm watching that shit. I gotta see who win. I really don't give a shit. I don't. I'm going to the movies.
They don't make good undercards like they used to, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to movies. I gotta buy.
I went to the Champions League. We'll go sleep.
Yeah, I gotta buy my daughter her 8th grade prom dress and shit. I got shit to do this weekend. I'm probably gonna be at Benihana's on y'all niggas. Josh Kelly versus Ray Robinson is on the card. Yeah, okay. I don't care if Jesus was fighting Nazareth on the card. I'm straight. Yeah, we remember Pernell Whitaker. Did you hear that stupid shit Doc Rivers said about Kawhi closest thing to Jordan? I kind of agree with him to a certain extent, other than Kobe. He do kind of remind me of Jordan without the flashy dunks. But yeah, his game kind of do remind me of Kobe. I mean, of Jordan shit. Just a little, yeah, it do. And he ain't Jordan. I won't say he got the style of Jordan and shit. He do good defender, good mid-range game. Okay 3-point shooter. A little bit he do. But he want him to come to the Clippers. But ain't nobody closer to Jordan than Kobe, excuse me. But he want that nigga come over here, man. But hey, it is what it is. I got any other questions before I get the hell up out of here and turn on some Mortal Kombat and beat somebody ass?
I'll come down. I'm gonna see if I can be a Fight Night champion again, man.
Man, I suck on that shit, bro. I ain't lost. I only played one match, but I might turn it on tonight. If Fury improves his counter punch, he'll beat Wilder. It's hard to counter a nigga like Wilder because if you get hit, it's over with.
It's true, especially Wilder counters you. Wilder can counter punch as well.
No, I don't like Max Kellerman, at least in general. Not on the sports TV. You got that Mortal Kombat 11? Yeah, I got that shit. I got that. I got UFC. What's the new UFC? I ain't never played that shit. It came with Fight Night Champions, so I got it. But I play that. I got Fight Night Champions.
On Mortal Kombat?
I got Mortal Kombat, whatever the newest UFC number it is. I got 2K. The 2K trash. That shit crap. I got Madden. I got the new Call of Duty.
On Xbox One.
Yeah, I got a new Call of Duty. I might go get that Tom Clancy. That shit look dope. The new one. They got a new one coming out. That shit sweet as hell.
I ain't check that out. I haven't looked at that yet.
Yeah, they said a new Tom Clancy. That shit's dope. I already pre-ordered the Sega Genesis Classic they coming out with. See, the old Sega Genesis Classic they came out with, that's by a third-party company. It ain't a real one.
They're making a new Dragon Ball game.
I almost bought Jump Force the other day.
Oh, man. That would have been a mistake. That game is so trash.
It is. I'm glad you told me that shit. I almost bought that shit. Mortal Kombat crazy, bro. That shit's so dope. Reggie, what's going on?
Hey, you go Fighters?
You said what?
Dragon Ball Fighters.
No, what the fuck is that?
That's the 2D Dragon Ball fighting game made by the same people that made Blaze Blue and what's that?
I ain't played Dragon Ball Z since that one that was on PS2.
Nah, you need to play Fighters, man. If you're getting a game like Fighters is better than Jump Force, man. And it's older as well. It's already out. It actually it's a 2.5D setting, and it looks good as well, and it plays good.
I'm gonna get that then. Yeah, I've been playing Mortal Kombat. I've been killing niggas shit. I've been playing with Raiden and shit. I'm going through the story mode now.
You like that game as well, man. Since you like Mortal Kombat, because it's like that sort of style, but obviously made by Art System Works.
Holyfield or Ikebachi? I'll probably go with Holyfield.
Yeah, some people think Joshua beats Holyfield.
I'm out. He said they need to make a new Fight Night game ASAP. They can't get the licensing. See, Dana White owns all the licensing for. Yeah, Dana White owns the UFC and title everything. So all they gotta do is pay him for the UFC fighter license. Fight Night gotta go to each individual boxer and get their license. That's what's tough about it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they won't make another fight night. It's about the license.
Or if Dana White ends up having the PBC, which I doubt it, they could probably get a bunch of the PBC fighters.
Dana White, that's crazy.
Those are the main fights that people will use anyways. The PBC fighters.
I like playing with the old motherfuckers, man. They can always get the old motherfuckers back. Ali, Jake LaMotta.
Yeah. So,
I like playing with the old motherfucker. Mike Tyson, Ali. But yeah, let me get out of here, man. I gotta get out of here. Appreciate it, bro.
All right, man.